Hi Geminis, this week we have got Mercury, your ruling planet, is kind of moving through the last few degrees of Taurus, which it covered in retrograde season. So basically what happens in retrograde season is that Mercury is moving backwards, right? So now what it's doing is the shadow period, while it's direct, no more retrograde, is moving back over those same degrees. So what this is basically kind of like a wrapping up of the themes of Mercury retrograde. So if you had some relationship or communication difficulties, challenges, then it's kind of almost like saying, okay, what did that mean? What did you learn from that? How can you maybe find common ground with that person? Or if you can't find common ground, what is there? What boundaries need to be set? It's basically like taking stock of what's happened over the past few weeks, saying to yourself, okay, how can I move forwards now? Because Taurus is this kind of consistent energy. So it's also about your mindsets, right? If you've felt overwhelmed or foggy or overthinking recently, then it's kind of like saying, how can you now move forwards away from this? How can you find a solution? And this week in particular, because we've also just started Saturn retrograde, it's kind of a time for you to maybe ground yourself a little bit and to say, okay, what do I actually need moving forwards? So your cards are the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands. So for some of you, you might be waiting for something to come to you, waiting for a perfect time or waiting for a perfect person even. And this is basically saying, like, don't wait, take really exquisite care of yourself at the moment. Queen of Cups is usually about nurturing. If you can nurture yourself, then you become more magnetic to your desires, and then they're going to come to you a little bit more. But that's got to be your first port of call. Don't kind of sit around waiting for something to happen for you. Make it happen yourself. So if you want to book a reading or you want to read the blog, the links are below. Otherwise, subscribe and I'll see you next week.